How's everybody doing? I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Tis I, the native patriot. Does it look like I'm about to ask you if you like oat milk or soy milk with that matcha latte? What I wanted to talk about is in the title of the video somewhere, which is something along the lines of the Democrats have a problem. Most of y'all that are watching this video right now definitely know what I'm talking about. It definitely has to do with what their priorities are, and I get that I myself am not a Democrat. I'm a registered Republican. Just because I'm a registered Republican, let's not get it twisted. There's plenty of Republicans that I do not care for, especially like the warmongering types like Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, and I'm also not a very big fan of Pam Bondi and how that whole situation was handled. Republicans have their own problems too, but definitely as of lately, it seems like the Democrats or people on the left have a bigger problem, which has been, I would say, exposed, especially as of lately, concerning how they handled the Charlie Kirk situation and how they reacted to that and how a lot of them reacted to that. Again, full disclaimer, of course, not every single registered Democrat was out there celebrating Charlie Kirk's awful demise. However, they definitely have a problem, and that's what we're going to be doing today, is just kind of reacting to some videos. But without further ado, so hopefully you can hear the audio, but we're just going to watch this quick little video from Fox News, which is posted by this gentleman called Devory Darkins. I'm not sure exactly who that is, but you can read the text as well.
Well, maybe this is why the Democrats are having trouble with their favorability.
100%.
Only 30% of those polled in Quinnipiac poll favor the Democrat Party. Look at the unfavorable, 54%.
That's a lot.
10% said they haven't heard enough, and 6% refused to participate.
It's the worst in the history of the Quinnipiac poll that started asking this question back in 2008. It's never been this low for Democrats. And when you look at both the issue of immigration and crime, Democrats have not changed their tune. In fact, we're not even sure that they're going to dial down the rhetoric of calling ICE agents Nazis and Gestapo.
That's the problem.
That is clearly at this point, I think it's pretty irrefutable. It's played a part in putting them at greater risk.
I feel like the mainstream Democrat Party, as far as like the politicians, seem to have prioritized protecting illegal aliens that are criminals, and that really has become, like, I want to say, one of their main platforms. It seems like they've become the party of not caring for the American people, in my opinion. Of course, I'm biased. And I also just wanted to pull up this CBS News poll. There's two of them on screen. There's the Republicans and then there's the Democrats, of course. On the bottom, it says that the words to describe the Republican Party is extreme, strong, 50%, effective 45%, weak 40%, reasonable 40%. So that's not entirely shocking. However, this is CBS, and if you look at the top, it says the words to describe the Democrat Party, which 64% would describe the Democrat Party as weak. Definitely not strong and definitely not effective. But anybody, even centrists or people in the middle, can see that there is a glaring problem with the perception of the Democrat Party because of what they have been prioritizing the past several years. This next clip is from the libs of TikTok. As you can see, a Democrat senator says he still supports Jay Jones after those text messages, which we will take a look at in a second.
Senator, can you still support Jay Jones? You do. What do you? Do you think you should? Can you still support Jay Jones? You do. What do you? Can you still support Jay Jones? You do.
He says he does. So.
What do you? Do you think you should drop out of this race after those comments?
I just answered your question.
You have concerns about what you saw?
The comments are completely indefensible. I've known Jay Jones for 25 years, and those comments are very much out of character for him. So if I put the comments, which are clearly beyond the pale, against knowing this guy for 25 years, I'm still a supporter of Jay Jones.
Okay, so he fully recognizes that the text messages from Jay Jones were reprehensible. I think that's what he said, but he also still says that he supports him. So it's like he's recognizing the awful things that he said in text messages, but at the same time still supports him. So there you go. And we're gonna go to the next clip, which is here, the whole Jay Jones debacle, which, as you can see, breaking, Jay Jones, Democrat Attorney General nominee in Virginia, reportedly fantasized about former House Speaker Todd Gilbert, a Republican, in leaked text messages. Hey y'all, so I'm re-editing this right now because I just have to be careful about the words that I'm saying, but you can clearly see the text messages on the screen right now, and on the bottom left it does say that Jay calls Todd's children little fascists, and on the right side Jay says that he will go to their funerals to urinate on the ground. And the next paragraph on the right side says 3 people, 2 things: Gilbert, H-Man, and Pol Pot. Gilbert gets 2 things to the head. Spoiler, put Gilbert in the crew with the 2 worst people you know, and he receives both blah 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 every time. And whoever's texting him says, Jay, please stop. And Jay says, lol, okay. And it's like insane, totally insane. We just saw in the last clip the Democrat senator or ex-senator Tim Kaine says that he still supports him, even though he fully recognizes what he said was reprehensible. And on to the same topic, there's this Abigail Spanberger, who I believe is running against Winsome Sears for the Virginia governorship. So we'll just watch it together.
Ms. Spanberger, I understand what you're saying about the voters, but for you yourself, do you still continue to endorse Jay Jones? 15 seconds, yes or no?
We are all running our individual races. I believe my opponent has said that about her lieutenant governor nominee.
Ms. Earl Sayers.
And it's up to every person to make their own decision. I am running my race to serve Virginia, and that is what I intend to do.
Yikes.
Thank you, Ms. Spanberger. We just want to clarify, what you're saying is that as of now, you still endorse Jay Jones as Attorney General.
I'm saying as of now, it's up to every voter to make their own individual decision. I am running for governor. I am accountable for the words that I say, for the acts that I take, for the policies that I have put out.
Thank you.
I am responsible for the policies I put out and the work I will endeavor to do tirelessly for the people of Virginia.
Thank you, Ms. Spanberger.
That's definitely not good when you can't just be like, you know what, he said awful things and therefore I don't endorse him, because if this is what he thinks, this is not great. So I don't endorse him. Which brings me to the next video of another Democrat candidate getting themselves in hot water.
Hey, Laura, I'm looking around and I don't seem to see anyone in my shot over there. So I guess that makes me a little bit unlike Katie Porter, right? But look, the Katie Porter snappings, they have been heard around the world.
Which brings us to the last video that we're going to react to today, which is here. And I'm sure all of y'all have heard or seen this video.
It's dying prematurely to air pollution and other problems, and the state could lose. Get out of my fucking shot.
I wanted to tell you that that's actually incorrect. It's not that it's electric vehicles, it's that if we don't meet the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that. Stay out of my shot. Okay, I'm going to start again with electric vehicles saving us money.
Totally ultra Karen behavior. There's more videos of this woman where she was doing an interview, basically refused to answer the questions and wanted to leave. And yeah, I'm just curious. This person is running to be the governor of California, I believe. We'll see how that goes, because there's a lot of people that are the vote blue no matter who. Yeah, but that's just a couple of videos that I wanted to go over with y'all. But basically the moral of the story is that it seems like the Democrat Party currently has a problem, especially with their Democrat candidates. It's a very big problem for them. Their favorability is not that great, and you can say the same for Republicans. Like I said, there's plenty of Republicans that I don't care for myself. I'm not above criticizing them, but definitely the Democrats have a big problem with how people perceive them, because people have two eyes and people have two ears. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I thought this would just be a little fun video to react to, but I look forward to seeing your comments below. Bye.